Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Predator Pro Billiard Series American Junior Showdown Final. At this time, let's welcome our athletes to the table. We have from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, Nico KONKEL. And from New Braunfels, Texas, Laz MARTINEZ. Let's hear it for the future of pool. Have a great match and take the lag, boys.
Well, a very good afternoon to you and welcome to the final Predator American Junior Showdown. We are live from the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino here in lively Las Vegas. We started with 12 young hopes into the inaugural title. We're down to just two. Laz MARTINEZ from Texas and Nico KONKEL from North Carolina. It's 10 ball, best of 3 sets, races to 4. It's a shootout. We do get to your hill in the deciding sets. Bringing me in the booth for this one, all the way from Holland, it's Tim de Ruyter. Hi, Tim.
Hi, Mark. Hope all is well. Very looking forward to this final. Hopefully we're in for a close match.
Yeah, and what a semi-final it was between Nico and Savannah Easton. I actually got up early to watch that. It was a very emotional match, Tim. A match that obviously, in the end, Nico came through. Savannah very, very disappointed, and rightly so. Missed more balls, I think, than I've seen her miss in any match before. Maybe the pressure of the situation just got to her a little bit. But anyway, this young man looking to get that break working. And Tim, well, you are the man to tell us all about the break. Here we go.
Oh, almost scratched there. Cue ball tracking to the side pocket, but got saved. Nothing going in though. It was not a square hit by any means. Yeah, we've seen a really strong performance yesterday from Laz MARTINEZ. I didn't see today, I didn't get to watch that much, but I was really impressed with how well MARTINEZ played yesterday. So let's see if he can show us a similar match in the final. You know, it's always different playing in the final. It's tough to play your A game when you know you need it the most.
I wouldn't know, Tim. Yeah, and look, Laz MARTINEZ has been very busy this morning also. He didn't get much time off because he was embroiled in a battle with Roberto Gomez. He went down 3-1 in the Las Vegas Open to Superman. So he didn't really have too much rest. Straight back on the main table now. And a chance at this one ball, Tim.
Yeah, I was already looking ahead of time, just having a quick look at that 9-10 cluster.
Yeah, I actually think, Tim, that is a combo, a 9-10 combo into the corner, isn't it? It's pretty close, well, if not.
I was for a second doubting if he was able to play a 1-9-10 combination to get the first game on the board. Looks to be frozen, so it might throw too much towards a short rail. But it's definitely, it's scary, you know, you don't want to leave it while playing safe as well.
Of course, it's a clever little trick you can use if they are slightly going the wrong way. You can actually hit the wrong side and get that squeeze effect, can't you, when the balls are touching like that?
Yeah, so if the one ball happens to land on the bottom side of the combination, I think you could be able to make the 10. So it's tricky. He's trying to go one rail in between the 3-6 to cut it in. One rail.
This is very tight, isn't it? Past that red 3. Oh, what a shot. Made the 8 as well. Thank you very much, he says. Is he on this 2 though?
Well, not on the side pocket. Definitely has a cut to the corner if you would like to go aggressive, but I might bank the 2 ball 2 rails towards the 7-5 and try to get the cue ball just underneath the 6. It's more sensitive though, but I am not swinging at something aggressive here. Just no value. Could play the 2 to the short rail, trying to get the 4 in between. He did go aggressive. A little bit surprised, was not guaranteed to have a chance on the 3 ball, or at least a chance to pocket the 3 ball, so wasn't expecting him to swing at the 2, but he was also running out of time, so maybe he just told himself, you know, just make one and play a good save after. And don't think he's got the full hook here.
Nico's route to the final. Beat Joey Tate in straight sets in the first match. In his second, he overcame Hayden Ernst. And of course that match this morning, winning 2-1 over Savannah Easton. Las Martinez, on the other hand, actually had a bye in the first round. Beat Adrian Prasad in the second. And then Payne McBride in the semi-final. And they brought into this stage now.
Going 3 rails. Yeah, looked to be long. Good safety from Nico though. Sticking the cue ball with the 6. Yeah, that 9-10 looks to go to the bottom knuckle. They're not laying too bad though. Oh, sorry, Mark.
I was just going to say, some beautiful pictures on the Pro Billiard Series Facebook page this morning of Nico's family. He's got his mum, and I believe it was his sister as well, embracing at the end of the match. The parents going through it, of course, as much as the player. At least the player, Tim, is in control of the situation, right? There's nothing you can do as a family member, is there, but watch and hope.
Yeah, I know that feeling. My mom is the same way. She doesn't like to watch me play. Yeah, nice view there from his technique. Barely moving, just his arm. His head moves a little bit back and forth, but just not when he's striking the ball, which is fine.
Nice loose
So
grip,
now-
Tim, as well. You noticed the
Yeah.
hand opening up on the backswing to keep the cue parallel to the bed of the table. He's got good style, hasn't he?
Ooh. Yeah, he knows. He almost hung that ball. Now, I do believe there's a 9-10. As you see, he hit it a little bit fat, almost hung up. He does have a nice angle on the 7 to drop all the way down, and I'd rather be too low on the 9-10 in order to throw it in than to be too high. Early 10 balls are allowed, so is gonna give him the game. Oh, should be fine here. Hit the left side of the 9, is gonna throw it in. Perfect. Nice run out under the gun. I mean, it's first game, still cold, you know, early nerves. Solid start.
Yes, so much pool going on in Las Vegas at the moment. Of course, the men's Las Vegas Open is well and truly in progress. Going to be down to the last 16 by today, and the women start tomorrow. We still have the doubles, Scotch doubles mixed to come as well. We've got a great parasport event for you tomorrow. Charlie Hans will be up against Henrik Larsson. That's going to be tomorrow as well. So lots of good stuff still to come. We have the women's showdown between the 9-ball and 10-ball world champions Rubelin Armit and Christina Tkach. They'll be going at it in the Challenge of Champions. And we've still got some 9-ball banks to come as well, Tim. We love a bit of bank pool, don't we?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's going to be very exciting, as bank pool has a really different vibe to it. It's a very aggressive game. And yeah, I mean, all the shots are more difficult from the beginning. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that. I really like bank pool, so hopefully I can get to do some commentary there. Breaking from the center. Nice square hit. 7-ball going in. Does he have future on the 1? If he has a shot on the 1, there might be a 2-10 combination. It's a good break. Cue ball way past the side, so that's definitely a good sign. Nice follow through, but looks to be hooked on the 1. It's very tricky to just swing at this mark. If you don't make the 1 here, you sell out. If you play the swerve, the masse. Now with the jump cue, you have more chance of getting lucky in case you don't make the ball, as the 1 ball has more speed.
Just wondering, Tim, will he take on the 2-10 if he... Well, he's not even going for the 1 ball, is he? He is going for the 1. Will he take on the 2-10 maybe?
Ooh.
Unless he moves it. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, I think Martinez might now then, with ball in hand. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I think you gotta go here. Nico actually played a good shot here. He's trying to run into the 9 and get something on the 2 ball. Close, it was a good try. And with ball in hand, I kind of feel like you have to shoot this. If you play pocket speed, the 10 does have a pretty big hole, so definitely something I would like to swing at. It's missable though, so it's not a hanger.
I sort of bring something up here, Tim. Very interesting what just happened there. He was just moving the cue ball, but he was using the shaft. Now we have seen in the team final, Chan Jung Lin moved the ball with his tip and was called a foul, of course, and it is a foul. So just for you guys watching that maybe not familiar with that rule, you're allowed to move the cue ball with the shaft, but as soon as that tip strikes that cue ball, it's deemed to be a shot. So be careful there. Chan Jung Lin found out in the final of the World Teams in Puerto Rico last year. Anyway, no such problem this time. And as Martinez levels things up at 1-1 in this opening set. Best of 3. Just to run over the rules again, it is winner breaks in each set. Alternate break for, you know, the alternate sets. 3 foul rule. No golden break. But early 10s, as we've seen, are allowed. We've already seen 2.
Yeah, similar break like before, or at least he's not hitting it head on. First time he hit the right side, now he's hitting the left side. Still calibrating on the break, and a very messy layout.
I like that, still calibrating the break. Calibrating but not celebrating, Tim, just yet.
No.
He'll hopefully get that right next time, should he get to break in the next one.
I do like kicking this though. Kick the 1 ball away and leave the cue ball behind the 9. I was not a fan of this. That's a mistake.
Well, I'm sure he didn't expect to be back at the table this quick. Or not at least with a shot like this, Tim. I think he expected to be hooked at the very least.
Well, I'm wondering, can he play the 2 off the purple 4 on the side? Ooh. That was tough to do. It was tough to hook yourself behind the 9 there. Still, possibly he could jump the 2 off the 4 if it's there. I think it's quite close. Unless he spears it into the corner. I mean, I don't know how accurate he jumps. Looked quite solid yesterday, but like you mentioned, he's had a big battle with Roberto Gomez before, so fatigue is in play.
Yeah, but they're youngsters, Tim. Come on. These are full of energy, not like us old uns. Well, me, not you, of course, so much. Although you did have another birthday yesterday, so you are a year older. You're catching me up.
Yeah, I felt it this morning when I woke up.
Oh, what a shot that is. Oh, please, Les Martinez. You can stop that anytime you want. What a great shot that was.
Well, I was gonna say possibly he can have the 3 to the top right corner, but with how much the cue ball moved off the rail, he's got a hanger 3-4 in the side. Just gotta make sure the 3 barely moves, which he has, and now turn into a good chance to take the lead again.
Oh, stunning shot. Saw him play yesterday, didn't we, Tim? Commentated on his match. He really does look the part. Great all-round game. Great temperament, great technique. Nice rhythm. Very much Shane-like as well. Look, even in the stance. He's even got Shane Van Boning's stance, I've just noticed as well. Might even have his glove on. He's certainly got his chalk. Slightly turned hand as well. I'm pretty sure he's modelled himself on Shane, aren't you, Tim?
Yeah. We definitely seen the resemblance there. And I also think over the years that he's gonna get more comfortable with the bigger strokes. So, like, he's still young, he hasn't experienced that many power shots yet, I believe. Like, if you look at Shane, he loves them power shots. But with this kind of setup he has, with enough practice, could definitely be a strong weapon in his game to attach. So still, you could see he's feeling a little bit different than yesterday, though. Like, I feel there's a little bit less rhythm. He's taking a little bit more time, so I feel the nerves are more there now than yesterday.
It feels the enormity of the situation, doesn't it? I mean, at the end of the day, they're young lads, you know, 18 years old. It's a pretty big arena to be playing in. Under the TV lights, the shot clock as well, which they're not used to playing with very often. But looking very comfortable and assured in the balls. Yeah, taking a 2-1 lead after losing the opening rack. Now let's just talk, Tim, about juniors a little bit, because we're so used to seeing great players coming out of the Philippines and Europe as well, right? This is really good to see, isn't it, now that the juniors, there's so much good stuff going on with the juniors. There's the Predator Junior Tour, of course. We do lots of different world championships for the juniors as well, for the guys, the girls, and all the different age groups. How would you sum up now the junior side of pool in America? Do you think it's really on a high now?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's always an investment. So let's say junior pool is not that big in your country at this moment. You kind of have to start growing it, make a tour, try to get kids to play more, and then it's like a long-term investment, because in 5 to 10 years, that's when they actually start to play at this kind of speed. So that's what they have done, let's say 5, 6, 7 years ago, and now they're starting to reap the sows. And that's basically because some people took the initiative to get a tour, you know, to start to support more kids. I see a lot of raffles for kids, you know, to help them with expenses too. So yeah, I think you can see good things coming, and there's a newer generation. They put a lot of time and investment into a newer generation, and I also think it was about time, because the US have been lacking a bit on this department. So yeah, a bunch of good things.
I think social media as well has helped so much, hasn't it, over the last few years? I mean, it's really every single young player now is on social media, as you just said, doing raffles and all these different things to raise funds. But they're also raising their profile and streaming a lot of their matches that we'd never have seen before. So they're becoming kind of stars also, aren't they? And they're becoming very marketable for big companies to actually invest in. So it's more money coming in from outside of the pool industry as well, which is helping. Now, can he just hold the cue ball, leave himself a slight angle? Just needs to maybe go through an inch or something, or come back a few inches to leave himself the other way. Yeah, that's perfect.
I was just going to add, also, if you look at how they all handle themselves, you can see there's a different generation that has taught them too. Just, yeah, how they handle themselves also on social media. They don't write childish things or anything, you know. They also are already acting like they're professionals, which definitely is gonna attract companies to be involved with them.
Finish a little bit straight on this. May just have a little bit of an angle where you can run it round with a bit of high left.
I would not do too much. I might just draw into the rail and out, leave the cue ball where it is now, and take a longer cut on the 8. Just gotta make sure.
Right hand spin as well. Got a little bit closer to it, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, but it's fine as long as you don't end up straight on the 8. You still have to get that angle to come back down on the 9. So I don't think he could have done more on that.
Played that well. So this is to get on the hill in the opening set. It's the final of the American Junior Showdown, the Predator American Showdown. What a future this young man has. He's a little monster, isn't he? He's a beast. One of our sponsors there, you can see, Little Monster Jump Cues. I actually had a jump with one of them, believe it or not, Tim, yesterday. One of our guys that comes into the local pool hall had a Little Monster jump break. And I said, can I have a go with it? Because that's one of our sponsors at the moment. Never touched one before. made the first 2 balls, Tim, and I'm not the best of jumpers. So there you go. Make of that what you will. How's your jumping, Tim? Are you a good jumper, would you say?
Averagely, I would say. I mean, especially the short jumps, that's where I usually don't miss them. The longer ones, I mean, it obviously is more difficult. I'm all right. I mean, maybe 50-50-ish, maybe 40%, I would say. Needs a little bit more work, like always, but...
I'm glad you added percent, because I was going to say, oh, I don't think you look 40.
Hopefully.
Oh, that's better.
Oh.
That's better. Oh, look
Yeah,
at this.
that's
Don't
it.
ruin anything. Oh, the 3 ball just ruining ideal position on the 2. It's always that last pesky ball rolling, isn't it? Look, he's reenacting it. Does go to the side.
Yeah, just wondering, does the 2 go in the side? Looks like it. Now, I might stun the cue ball into the short rail. Play the cue ball next to the 7. Don't do too much. Make the ball and make sure you have something on the 3. Ooh! Almost scratched. Right into that corner. Not enough draw on the cue ball. That was super close. A little bit fortunate there.
Yeah, needs to keep his head still on this one. Can't see him. Well, he can play the 4-8, can't he, afterwards? So just has to concentrate on making this 3. Bounce off the back rail. Well, I didn't want to catch it, but he still has the bank, Tim. But
Yeah,
how does
not-
he get
not
to
so
the
much.
6?
Not so much value in shooting the bank. He's playing safe, getting the cue ball 2 rails underneath the 6, I believe.
He's got him. I think the jump cue is going to come. Is that too long to jump, Tim, or do you think he will go with the short one?
No, I don't think the jump cue will be there. The 9 is quite far. And it's just more about landing the cue ball. It will have so much bounce still in it. So if you're trying to jump this, the 4 might fly off the table. And you don't want to ruin those beautiful LED panels, you know. So I would
Yeah,
consider
they're
kicking at this. And
expensive.
yeah, yeah, oh yeah. I would consider kicking at the 4, calling the 8 in the corner, kick carom, and trying to bank the 4 ball 2 rails back down table, create distance. So trying to kick it quite full. Oh, missed it by quite a bit. It is a potential set loser. Crucial mistake.
Just hasn't got going yet, has he? Won that opening rack. But since then, this young man has been in control. I wonder if Shane looks at him and sees himself as a youngster in him, Tim.
Well, I'm quite sure Shane has quite some people that are trying to play similar to him.
He's not really a textbook player though, Shane, is he, that you would kind of teach somebody to model themselves on? I mean, of course, all the titles and stuff, but he's a very unique style, doesn't he? He has the way he stands, the way he holds the cue.
Well, there's one difference. I think actually is a good difference for Les. But when he shoots, his arm doesn't move up,
Move up.
as you
Yeah.
see. And Shane does that, and it's working really well for Shane. But I think in the long run, to be taught this way, I think it's better for Laz to have it this way. Overcut that one.
Did he get lucky? No, he didn't.
On the other side, who am I to argue with Shane? Just on the side. But yeah, just to point out one difference between the two of them.
Yeah, there's been lots of great players over the years. You know, take Mohammed Sufi, for example. You'd never teach somebody to cue like him, would you? It's just a natural thing that he does. But you wouldn't want your student copying Sufi, right?
Yeah, it's a similar situation, yeah. A little bit straight on the 8. Are we gonna see full draw? Play the 9 in the side, or is he gonna try and play the 9 in the bottom right?
Overdrew
Well, worked out great. Believe he got straight to the corner, so 2 stop shots here. Not much to do. Bear down, don't move. Let the cue do the work.
There's his mum and sister. I think it's his sister.
I believe so.
I believe. Yeah, and I believe his girlfriend is actually Skylar Hess, the player from the States as well, young junior. So Nico reduces the gap back to 3-2. Now coming up at 6:30, we are down to the last 16 in the men's Las Vegas Open. Let's just run you through the matches that are coming up in the last 16. Alex Kazakis against Max Lechner, Wojtek Shevchik against Chang Jung Lin, Joshua Filler against Alex Pagulayan. What a great game that will be. Alex, who just went through against Chinnikov in the last round. I watched that one as well. Marko Tojca is up against Albert Wanata, who actually beat Noikioi in the last round. Great result for him. Radislav Babica will play Jeffrey DeLuna. It's Roberto Superman Gomez against Dimitris Lukatus. Back to this one.
Okay, he's feeling confident about breaking from the center. Last time he broke him well. Good squat of the cue ball, nicely controlled. Good energy into the ball, so looking to duplicate that one. Ooh.
Side, didn't he? Not a good break. He knows it as well. Looking at his tip, maybe did he have a little bit of a miscue, Tim? Maybe he slipped off the edge of the cue ball slightly.
Yeah, definitely the timing wasn't right this time. A little bit fortunate with how the 2 and the 10 ended up. Could have landed as a combination, and also I don't think the 2 ball is really available. So might have to make the 1. He was looking at going forward and then play a safety. Or does he have a 2-7 combination? Tricky start. If he can play a combination on the 7, I wouldn't mind to. Oh, look at how close he was to that 6 ball. Straight shooter.
Notoriously difficult, aren't they, Tim? Those when you're bridging over the top of another ball, can hardly see the object ball. Your eyes on the cue ball in that particular instance. Now, that's a question for you. Are you a cue ball or an object ball man when you're striking? What are you looking at,
Object
Tim?
ball.
Don't you know? Object ball, yeah.
Yeah, object
Do you know
ball.
they are? they asked the top 16 pros, and 9 of them look at the object, 7 of them look at the cue ball.
Well, I also used to play quite some snooker, and they kind of taught me to look at the object ball, so I really don't know anything else. So I think it's also on how you start playing. He's played a great shot there on the combination, by the way. Great control on the 2. Just gotta make sure he doesn't hit the 10 here. Another close stroke. Oh,
He's overhit it. He's lost the cue ball. Gonna have to play it in the side if he wants to continue.
well, doesn't have to do too much with the cue ball. Just a hint of inside, top spin, into the rail and out. But could be playing safe, the cue ball behind the 10-2. He's already missed one opportunity to finish the set, to close out the set. So he's just trying to play smarter and outmove the guy to hopefully get another chance. I think that's his game plan.
Yeah, very wise head on young shoulders there, wasn't it, that shot? Didn't take any risks. Why should he? 2-rail escape here. Try and kick it away. Leave the cue ball kind of where the 3 ball is. Or catch it thin. He's tried to catch it thin, and for the second time, Tim, he's missed the ball altogether. So maybe that's a flaw. That's just a slight weakness in his play, his kicking.
Well, it's twice now that he's supposed to hit the ball and not hitting the ball. So it could be the fact that the shot clock gives him less time, and because he can be less detailed into the kicking, that's where the mistakes are coming from. It could be the reason. I sometimes feel that same thing, that I'm not as detailed as I am if I am playing with or without the shot clock. So could be it.
I think that's where using systems kind of like the diamond system or the mirror system can kind of come back and bite you against the shot clock. You know, it's the more natural kickers that have got, you know, more chance of hitting the balls when you're up against the shot clock, because you don't have to use those different systems, right?
Yeah, you kind of have to be able to do both, I believe. So whenever you have more time, yeah, sure, you can measure anything you want, but you should always be able to go down and get feel of the rail and know what's gonna, like how thick or thin you're gonna be able to hit it. Practice both, I think, is very useful. Big shot here if he gets straight on the 6.
Missed it.
Oh, another chance
I
for
think-
Nico.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that stroke there. I thought it was a little bit, yeah, a little bit stabby, Tim. So he didn't really get through the ball there. It wasn't his normal stroke. So that's a let-off for the second time in this set. He should have won this set already. Encouraging for this young man to get so many chances. And this is to go heel-heel, and he will be breaking.
Well, like I mentioned too, it was if the one that makes the 5 and gets on the 6 ball is a big favorite. He's perfect on the 6, just on the rail, but he's great on the 6. Straight on the 8 after, the 9 straight in on the side, so float this one in, you're good. I mean, Laz could have played a little better shape on the 5 ball. Of course, he still had a good shot to cut it in and get shape, but would have liked to be way straighter on the 5 ball, of course.
Well, it's going to cost him at least this rack. Will it cost him the set? Can Nico make a ball on the break? What a time To have your first break and run, it would be at Hill in the final.
Well, so far pretty solid set from both. They're not missing balls all over. It's just Last making 2 mistakes, but he also made some great outboats, so 3 each.
Well, we were waiting for one more result. Ralph Souquet has just finished his match against Stefan Kasper, his fellow German. And it's Stefan who's gone through, and he will play Daniel Maciel in the last 16, who, well, Daniel beat Albin Ocean. In the other match, Dennis Grabet overcame Emil Andre Gangflot. And Dennis will play John Mora in the last 16. So that's fully complete. Some really juicy matches coming up, and we'll let you know which one we'll be covering. Tim and I will be on table 2, I believe, and I think, Tim, we're going to be doing Joshua Filler against Alex Pagulayan. What a beauty that is. Something to look forward to.
Yeah, I cannot wait to do that match, actually, because lately Alex has been playing really well. I had the chance playing him at Derby, or at least, well, I had no chance playing him at Derby. He played so well. He then followed to go to the final, lost the final, but just recently everywhere he's playing, he's been playing great. So definitely looking forward to see him taking on Joshua.
Well, in the meantime, we have this juicy little match as well. Nicely poised at Hill in the first set. Who's going to take the advantage?
Well, it's like you called it. This is a great layout for break and run. The only thing is connecting the dots, getting decent on the 3 ball. If you get nice on the 3, you can land in between the 5 and the 4. Then the rack opens up. Ooh. Does that 2 go to the corner? I didn't think so, but I was thinking about playing it to the side and guaranteeing an angle going up table, but he has it to the corner.
I think he did play it in the side, Tim. I just think he hit the 1 ball not very well. How is he on this 3? Not great.
Well, definitely put himself into a position where he has to run the cue ball around a little bit more than I was expecting him to do. So the good news is if he plays this 3 rails, the odds of getting behind the 5 ball are low. And he needs angle on the 4 anyways to come back out for the 5 in the side pocket. So if he gets off the rail, yeah, this is fine. Played it well. It's just a little bit more shot making. You're not that close to the ball. You kind of still have to put some spin on the ball. So it's just a little bit more difficult. But in the end, it doesn't matter how, as long as he gets the job done.
First time I'd seen him play was this morning against Savannah Easton in the semi-final. And he has got a big stroke, comes with the big draw shots when he has to.
That was a good stroke there. Nice and solid. Hit that very pure. Key shot coming up with the correct angle on the 6. Will be easy to get to the 8. But has to get to the top side. Doesn't want to leave himself an angle running towards the kitchen.
If you can't stand the heat, Tim, stay out the kitchen. That's my advice. He's let this set slip away from him, hasn't he, Tim? He was in control of this at 3-1. Should have won it 4-1, didn't. Went 3-2, 3-3. And it's looking very, very likely he's going to lose this first set. So it'll be a good indication, Tim, of what he fights like from when he's behind, you know, when the chips are down.
Well, definitely is going to hurt Laz here. If he loses the set this way, could lose a little bit of confidence. Ooh.
That's not great. He could have played this
we're not-
better.
Yeah, we're far from done here.
Didn't really
It's
get through
either-
the
it's-
ball on that one.
It's either I jack up, play the 9 in the side and leave the cue ball near the left side pocket and take the cut on the 10. Or I'm shooting this to the corner and stunning the cue ball over to the right. The shot he's looking to play, make the 9 in the side and force follow the cue ball, it's tough. I've seen so many people miss that shot. But he looks confident, so he's going at it. Big swing.
He's missed it.
Yeah, and
Oh, yes, he has missed it. Even though it's gone in that pocket, it doesn't count. Now, has he had a bit of luck?
Wow, can you believe it? But he's missed it on the right side pocket knuckle, and this is very obvious because he was trying to get more speed on the cue ball. Most of the time when players play that shot, they miss it on that point, so a little bit lucky.
Going for very,
On the
very
yeah.
thin contact here. Get distance very thin. Doesn't want to push it over the corner. And he's hit it ultra thin. Wants it to keep running.
Yeah, I was gonna say, could have done with a little better speed. I would be happy to be off the rail by this much. And especially with Nico already having a chance to close out the set and steal it, I'm straight backing this in the top right corner all day long.
Well, did he call it, or was he going up and down? Is he just taking the 10 up the centre? Yeah, didn't call the bank, didn't play it.
How's the speed?
Pretty good speed, pretty good, Tim.
Yeah, the only thing though is he had a shot there. I don't know. And also he's leaving the kick and stick here. I would call the left side pocket and send the 10 ball over to the bottom short rail. Now the cue ball is guaranteed to be better. Will be also near the short rail, so
5 seconds
Top
to
left.
go.
yeah, hit it well.
Oh,
Hit
what
it
a great
very well.
shot that is. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
That's the thing. Nico gave Laz the opportunity to play this, and now I believe there's no bank on the 10. I believe that was pretty close to being froze. Yeah, look at this. And he's in a funny position right now. So we'll have to play the opposite sides, side to side safety. Oh, last second he just... Oh, what has he done here? Last second you could see his whole body, he just chose to do something else. And one shot he could have played there, Mark, was the double kiss and then side to side. Like you play the side to side, but if you catch it too full and it double kisses, it still spreads out. So this is to still win the set for Laz Martinez.
Well, if he can win it, it will be a huge sigh of relief, Tim, because he more or less threw it away, didn't he? And he's threw it away for sure this time. Can you believe it? Pressure does weird things to people. Unbelievably,
Wow.
Nico is going to win this set after all. After that bad shot he's just played on the 10 ball. And in it goes, the first set. And I think it's time for the players to take a little bit of a break and go and well, reset themselves. Well, look, the one that you think would want to go out the arena is staying, but we're not. We're going to be nipping out for just a couple of minutes. Tim de Ruyter and myself, Mark White. We'll see you for set number 2 very, very soon. Very warm welcome back to the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino in the beautiful conference room, one of 3 that's hosting these amazing championships, not just the Predator Apex tournaments, but also all the BCA League World Championships as well. 310 tables, I believe, hosting around 10,000 players from all over the States and indeed the world as well, playing all their big world finals, the big culmination of the year's hard work in all the leagues that they play around the country. And we also have some great action coming up for you tomorrow in the Parasport division. Henrik Larsson will be up against Charlie Hans, and that's going to be available to watch on, I think it's going to be on table 2 tomorrow. Meanwhile, on table 1 here, well, it's a tale of 2 halves, really, that first set. The first half belonged to Las Martinez, but the second half, well, belonged to that young man there, and he will be breaking in the second set. Welcome back, Mark White here with Tim de Ruyter calling the action. So here we go, Tim, sticking with that break from the centre. He's had a little bit of success. sure what's
Yeah,
happened
no,
to... Oh, there he is. There you are. I thought you'd gone
yeah,
missing. I thought
was,
you'd gone AWOL.
I was still processing the fact how unlucky that scratch was on the break. Was not the similar pop like he had before, but that doesn't mean you have to get that kiss straight into the corner. He made that ball on the side, so now the only thing that could stop Laz from running out here was to get on the 3 ball, and I think he actually left himself a little bit scary here. Also the 5, I believe no, the 5 doesn't go, so that's another problem.
Yeah, and that's all stemmed from the poor shot. He played with ball in hand on the 1. He kind of quit on it. He's going to have to kick at this.
Well, he also is starting to speed up more and more.
Brilliant. Now, Tim, does he have the angle to go into the 10 with a bit of right-hand spin or not?
Yes, but this is a missable shot, though. Like, the spin is going to make the shot more difficult.
Oh, how is that for
Wow.
a shot? What a shot he's played there. That is top drawer from Les Martinez. I mean, the shot was difficult enough, Tim, wasn't it, to make the 4 ball, but to play a perfect cannon and finish on the 5 ball, that really is a top class shot.
Ooh. Wow, he's caught a big roll there. Ooh. You see, ever since he played that ball in hand, he's been in trouble and trouble trying to save himself. And, well, he's out of trouble now. What a run out. Or at least you would expect him to run out from here.
Well, slightly the wrong side. Shouldn't be a problem though, just draw back a little bit, leave himself the angle to get from 9 to 10. Oh, he can go forwards a little bit even better.
Yeah, nice speed. Perfect on the 10. What a run out. Definitely one of the best runouts we've seen this match.
Our referee from the EPBF, the European Pocket Billiards Federation, who are the guys and girls in charge. And of course, Tim, now Predator are running the Euro Tour as well. Prize money doubled, the whole new table as well. It was Dynamics for many, many years. Now it's the new Arc table. There you can see the logo on the display there. Did you play in Treviso recently, Tim?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and yeah, obviously for Predator it was a challenge, you know, because it was the first time on a big tournament where they were using the new Arc tables. But overall, I don't think I heard any players about the tables, which is a good sign. They made great improvements, and yeah, so far everybody was happy, and to the point to where I have not been playing the Euro Tour for a couple of years. But I'm now starting to look into playing all of them again, so they definitely made the Euro Tour more fun again.
Well, that was a great break there. one in the side, finished perfect on the 2. This is a really good chance to put a stamp on this final. He started very well in the opening set, kind of threw it away for what other reason, maybe pressure, we're not sure. But he certainly looks very calm at the start of this second set, taking the first, and he's well on his way to doubling the lead here, Tim. Not afraid to leave himself distance, just has to be a little bit careful here. Really do appreciate your support here, guys, for watching here. Plenty of free pull. It's always good, isn't it, to have some free pull to watch.
Well, looking to baby this 4 ball in, doesn't want to have the 8 in between the 5 and the cue ball.
Missed it. Oh, that was close. Good speed though, Tim. Gave the pocket every chance, didn't it? Never easy, is it, to slow roll a ball like that over distance.
Needs perfect shape on the 6. Yeah, it's definitely coming back strong.
That first set could have set a lot of players back, couldn't it, and made them feel, well, to lose all their confidence. But this is a great reply after losing that first set. In the way, not just losing it, Tim, but the way he lost it after being 3-1 up and having the chance to close it out. So he's showing a lot of heart here, this youngster.
Yeah, not so much to add actually to this run out. Whenever he made that 4 and got on the 5, it's playing good angles, so just a matter of don't miss the ball. Like, he's every time on the good side of the ball, so guaranteed shape on the next. Clean run out. Very nice.
Yeah, break and run. So a great start to this second set. The man from the Texas is a big pool state, isn't it, Tim? Have you ever played in Texas? Have you been to Skinny Bob's?
I have not, but they say the Texas Open is a very popular tournament, so definitely have to look into that.
And I've heard that Skinny Bob isn't skinny at all. Exactly double the points potted there, look, Tim. And he's set down, unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, the only thing Lass has to be careful with is the fact that he was also having a lead in the first set, which he then lost. So you don't want it to become a habit, you know, starting well and then suddenly starting to make a couple mistakes and still dropping the set. Great break though. 2 balls flying in. Just no shape on the 1, but hit him great.
Important now though, isn't it, that he gets a really good safety in here and freezes out. He doesn't want to give Nico the chance to come to the table and have a chance at running out. He wants to keep him under the screw now, really turn that screw.
Difficult position though, not too many options. This is probably the best that he could have done. The biggest problem only is that He was always going to move the one ball over the corner.
Jump cue is out. Not easy though to get a shot on the 2. He has to be careful.
Well, definitely will have to make the 1 and expect to play a safety on the 2 ball. Unless he might play shape for a 2-10 combination, but...
Yeah, that was the problem. He's not going to see any of the 2 ball, unfortunately. So he's going to have to kick at this, Tim. That was always going to be the problem, wasn't it? Like a praying mantis he was over that cue ball. Great style, great jump. Just misjudgment on the speed. Now this is a must hit, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. If he fails to contact the 2, I'm quite sure Laz will make the 2-10 combo to get on the hill. So tough, tough, tough. What would I like to kick? I probably would kick over the long rail. Quite firm. Get some distance. He's going over the short rail. Try to catch the left side. Could give him good results.
He's missed his last 2 kicks on the 2 ball. Not this time though. Now has he left it?
I don't think so. And that cue ball nestled up with the 4 as well. So it's tricky to say if he can play a stop shot behind the 3 ball. Or like a small stun, 1 rail behind the 3. Super close. Ooh. That was a tricky thing. He had to stun the cue ball away from that side pocket knuckle. He tried to spin it. And another chance for Nico.
Just to remind you guys, I'm sure you remember, he was 3-1 up in the first set. It's only 2-0 this time, and there's a great chance here for Nico to get his first rack on the board. He's coming back at you, Laz. He's coming back. Oh, cue ball. Cue ball. What's he done here? What's he done here? Well, very, very close. He seemed pretty cool about it though, didn't he?
Yeah, definitely forgot to load the cue ball up with a little bit more left spin. Was trying to go 2 rails. Jacking up though.
Yeah. Jacking up, always possibility that something can go wrong. Josh Villa, probably the best in the business at that particular shot, even from long distance. And talking of Josh, we'll be live with him on table 2 after this match. So really looking forward to that one.
Yeah, it looked like whenever Nico went down on the shot, it looked like he was already aiming it a little bit off. Because I actually didn't think he cued it that bad, just the alignment was not there, or not good enough at least.
Risky. This is risky, Tim, the way he's played that. He relying solely on the cue ball there. Knew he'd be pushing the 4 ball towards that right-hand corner, and his expression there tells me he's not very happy with the shot he's played there. I think he's left this. And he has. Oh, what a chance. Had a little bit of fortune there, though, Nico, not to leave that 4 ball, Tim, after missing it so badly.
Good shot there, nice cue ball. Play to shoot the 5 in the same corner as the 4, so he could just let the cue ball go. Not risking to miss the 4 ball to hold the cue ball there. So, good choice. And this mistake could hurt Laz a little bit, because a similar thing happened to him in the first set. Started off great, and then suddenly one or two mistakes. Nico comes back, you know, and then the heat gets on. And obviously in those races to 4, it's so easy to feel the pressure, feel the heat of your opponent coming back a little bit more, because it just happens within a couple games.
Everyone I've spoken to had Laz Martinez as the strong favourite to win this whole tournament. But favourites don't always win, do they?
Well, I'm glad they don't. Wouldn't make sports very much fun.
So he's on the comeback trail once again. Takes that third rack. Trails 2-1, but leads by that all-important set. And remember, if we do go to a third and deciding set and get to Hill at 3-3, we will have a shootout. And I'm sure, Tim, we're going to start seeing more of them as well in the men's Las Vegas Open.
Yeah, when the tournament gets to the business end, the matches get closer and the odds are just higher to get a shootout. Because the level of play is so close, so many players are so close in game.
Who can forget the amazing shootout we had between Nukioi and Jesus Atencio back in, I believe it was, it wasn't Michigan, I think it might have been Ohio from memory. That great 14-13 shootout, which Nukioi won, and then Judy celebrated with the samurai pose, and it's now a poster that adorns the hallways of the Rio. Here we go. Rack number 4. Four Rayla went close, 1 went close. 8 went closer.
Yeah, not a square hit by any means, but the 8 ball did find its way 4 rails to that corner. He's got a shot on the 1. 2-6 combination is quite lined up. This is a potential 2 each. Just the opening shot could be tricky, as you cannot full stroke the ball. You kind of have to kill the cue ball to get straighter on the combination.
Played it well. Played it very well.
Interesting. Was thinking about killing the cue ball. A little bit easier to reach. Might have to run into the 3 here. Low right spin. Just bump the 3 out. Have the 3 to the side pocket.
Oh, he's played that very well also. Could have gone wrong, but it didn't. He's finished just about perfect on this, and that young man there must be wondering what's hit him. Welcome to top flight pool. Always different, Tim, isn't it? Like we spoke about at the beginning, it's a final. There's just something very, very special, nerve-wracking, high tension in a final.
Well, it's kind of interesting too how Laz, when the set's starting, there's not so much pressure on him, and then he starts to play really good pool. And then suddenly there's 1 or 2 mistakes and the whole set turns around. Oh, lost the speed here. He's got
Well,
funny, he's got in between.
I mentioned about who was favourite, Tim, and of course Pro Billiard TV ran a survey on YouTube, on Billiard TV, and Las Martinez, 62% thought that he's going to win, as opposed to 38% for KONKEL. It's not going according to plan just yet, as far as the survey goes anyway. Wow, what a miss that is. What a miss on the 5-ball. Well, talk about a turnaround. Now then, Laz, here's your chance. You've got to do something here.
Yeah, decided to try and run the cue ball in between the 9 and the 10 back out. I probably would have tried to make the 5 and run into the 7-9 back out. Sometimes these cut shots, you know, you're just only missing because you're trying to control the cue ball that well. Good shot there, nice speed. Guaranteed angle on the 7 to land in between the 9 and the 10, so could be an important steal for Martinez.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Tim. I think his attention was more on the positional side of it rather than the pot on that 5-ball for KONKEL, and it's going to cost him, as Martinez, a chance for the second time in this match to take a 3-1 lead in the set. Big shout out to all our referees as well, not just on these TV tables, but on all the other outside tables as well, who spend all day on their feet. They don't get to sit down like the players do. They have to concentrate on every single shot, so there's no rest for the referees. They have to be on the ball all the time. Martinez does take that 3-1 lead, Tim. We could be going to a third and final set. Who's your favourite now, Tim? Who do you think is looking the more solid, or is it about even?
I kind of feel like it's quite even. They've made a similar amount of mistakes overall. Just the only thing is that Laz started off nice in the second set, and then now with that one mistake from Nico, could potentially lose the set just because of that one mistake, so could make him feel like he's played a bad set, but in reality he only has missed one opportunity.
At this level, sometimes one miss can cost you a match. Will it cost him the set? Here we go. Great break again, Tim.
Yeah, that's the break, but don't think he's got the shape. Yeah, a little smile there. Quite unfortunate. Nice medium pace, solid hit. Small pop on the cue ball. Just, yeah, I mean, if the balls don't want to, there's nothing you can do about it.
Well, he's even breaking like Shane Van Boning at the moment. I know we keep making references to him and Shane, but he's got a good break on him as well for such a young lad. Inviting, trying to tempt Nico into taking on this 2-ball. Will he get it back? I think he might do. Would you give this back, Tim?
Yeah, I think I would. I'm definitely not going aggressive. I would look to play safe, so maybe bank the 2-ball to the bottom short rail and run the cue ball into the 6. Well, what about this? Is he gonna get on the 3-ball? This. Wow. What a shot he just played there. Unreal cueing from Nico KONKEL.
Fearless youth coupled with terrific cueing as well. Struck that absolutely beautifully. What a stroke that was.
Well, definitely gives himself another chance to play himself back into this second set. Needs another good shot here though. Might have to go in between the 9 and the 8, one rail. So top right spin, one rail, just try to get to the spot. He's playing draw, so he's gonna leave himself longer and just take anything on the 5. Now this is a shot that most of the amateur players, they miss this ball thick because they're trying to play with a lot of inside, and because they have to play it soft, it squirts more. Oh, and he's done the opposite. Possibly he was telling himself to make sure that he was not missing it on the thick side. He's just overcut it. So a chance for Martinez to seal the deal. A little bit straight on the 6 ball. Might have to draw back near the side pocket to play the 8 to the top left corner in this view. Wouldn't risk it to get the cue ball off the rail, force it 2 rails out. Just keep it simple. Did he get in between? No, I think he's fine in the side. We'll have to do a little bit more with the cue ball, but shouldn't be too tough. Everything near the center of the table is fine on the 9. Oh, can you believe it?
Oh dear. Surely history is not going to repeat itself. 3-1 lead in the first set. He threw it away. Didn't really finish great on the 9 either.
Big shot here for Nico. It's a tough one though. Can let the cue ball run around. Ooh.
Just missed the scratch. Has he missed the scratch in the other side pocket though?
Oh, he's missed it twice. Whoa. Well, he definitely can't complain there. Beat the scratch twice, got shape on the 9.
It will be 3-2.
And breaking.
Really gonna hurt. That's gotta hurt, hasn't it, Tim? I mean, gilt edge chance on that 8 ball. You just get the feeling that it's, well, maybe it's KONKEL's day. Cue ball going very, very close off of that 8 ball. Lucky not to scratch in the side, in both side pockets, wasn't he?
Well, if you look at the statistics here at the player overall performance, Laz is playing better overall. But just the timing of when he's missing balls, that's costing him. As you see, missed shots are even, but sometimes when you miss like a early 1 ball or 2 ball, you can leave your opponent hooked and get away with it. But Alas has just been missing a couple late balls, and Nico has been picking those up. So super close, 3-2, and Nico breaking. Are we in for another hill set? Oh, great break. Good cue ball. 6 ball. Not
Nothing.
going in. And now then, does Laz have it in himself to redeem himself from a couple mistakes and get the set to a finish line?
Just caught a glimpse of mum and sister again there in the audience. Going through it, aren't they? But this young man's showing a lot of heart still. Don't forget, he's still ahead in this set, so he only needs this rack. He is on the hill. That hasn't gone great though. Didn't really get the angle he wanted on the 2 ball. Calls the bottom right. Or the 10, has he called the 6 ball, Tim?
Yeah, I would assume so. Just the shape is a little bit tricky. Oh.
Yeah, and if that 2 would have gone down, it would have been slightly better for Laz, but it stayed up, so it makes position to the 3 that much easier now for Nico.
Yeah, the 10 ball blocking the corner for the 8 ball though, so nothing unsolvable, but needs a little bit of work to get on the 8. Also got a little bit short on the 3 ball, so needs to get probably over. Well, he can leave himself a cut on the 4. Ooh, this is a little bit wide. Yeah, he's missed it. Unexpected actually, because did have quite a big pocket there. Didn't have to do too much. Both gents are starting to struggle. One knowing that he's getting closer to that finish line, winning the title, and the other one knowing that he's about to lose a set where he's been struggling so much.
Well, I can't even begin to imagine what pressure these young guys must be under right now. It's just, well, I'm sure I couldn't even hold a cue, let alone play a shot. You've been there, Tim, in big matches. Recent Dutch 8-ball champion. You've just qualified for the Chinese 8-ball in China. How does a final feel different?
I mean, there's just a different vibe to it as well, and you know that, especially with the breaks in between matches, that it's not like you're hitting a gear and you play that same speed all day. You can easily play well the whole tournament to then play the final and not being able to run out anymore. Like, there is a big difference in pressure. That's exactly what's happening to Laz so far. If you look at his overall performance this tournament, everybody said he was a big favorite. Well, currently, he's trying to hang in there.
This 8-ball does pass the 10-ball, obviously. That's where he's played for it. He's still got to make it, though he has. And now you think that this set is finally going to be his, and I'm really pleased, I must say, that it's going to go to a final set, because I think it would have been very, very unfair had Laz have lost this match 2-0, because I don't think he's deserved to lose it, to be honest, Tim. Not 2 sets anyway. So this straightforward 10 to force us into a final deciding set in the final. The Predator Junior All-American Showdown, and nice warm round of applause. The referee will set the balls as we go into a final set. I think both players are going to stay where they are, so we'll do exactly the same. Tim, coming up next, we've already mentioned many times, but of course it's well worth another mention. After this match on table 2 will be Joshua Filler against Alex Pagulayan, and on table 1, this table, it will be Chang Jung Lin up against Pole Wojtek Shevchik. So there are your 2 matches for 6:30. They are going to be, well, just temporarily put back slightly because of these matches overrunning. The previous match overrun as well. Martinez breaking off first in this 3rd and deciding set.
Well, we haven't seen him break drive in a while. He's been breaking the balls quite well. Quite some clusters at the table, so Nico trying to play safe behind the 6, but not enough draw. And look at that 110 combination.
Very, very quick rack coming up, I think. 110, early 10s do count. It's kind of unmissable, Tim, isn't it, this one? Well, what a lovely way to win a rack nice and quickly. Didn't expend any energy. Time for thought for that young man. I wonder what he's thinking, Tim. What do you think when you're in your chair in those situations? How do you try and keep yourself calm? Is it breathing you're doing? Are you thinking just positive thoughts? Are you thinking of your family back home? What's going through your mind when you're sat in the chair there, Tim?
Yeah, I just most of the time like to insert optimistic thoughts. You know, that's what I usually try to do. You know, don't get too down on yourself. Obviously, it will be impossible to play a perfect match. So every time you make a mistake, just make sure you don't put more toxic thoughts inside your brain. And then there's a lot of breathing. Look at this bump.
Oh, no.
It just doesn't make any sense.
He broke them so nice. Oh, what a shame. Caught them perfect, I thought. And then look at this. 9 ball. Kicking the cue ball into the side. Well, that really is a kick in the teeth for the young man who seemed to break the balls absolutely perfectly. Made the 1. Looked like he was going to be perfect on the 2 in the drink.
Pretty decent layout here. Needs to get on the 5 to the right side pocket. So definitely gave himself a good angle here. Angle running towards the 8 could have been bad news, but He's handling things well so far. As you could see, very loose grip.
It's all about the 7 to the 8 here, Tim, isn't it?
Yeah, you could land a little bit funny on the 8. There's quite some shapes where it's not guaranteed to get perfect on the 9 right after. Ideally, as straight as possible on the 8 would be nice, or if he can leave himself an angle in between the 9 and the 10 to where he can cut it, maybe land into the 10 ball, or maybe leave the 9 in the right side pocket.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah, I think he was trying too hard to get perfect.
Why did he not just draw all the way over to the rail, Tim?
Because if he had played that and he would get on the rail, the angle on the 8 to get the shape on the 9 is really not so easy to do. So he was trying to play the correct side of the ball, but he was trying to play it perfect, and then it was a smaller gap. Could have done with just a small stun over, not that much draw, and just make sure you have the cut on the 8.
There you see the little measuring system he just used. Is it going to work? Trying to make this in the corner. It didn't work. Oh, a little bit of a rub there. It's made it a lot more awkward than it could have been, but it is on to the top left. Well, how do you want this one, Tim?
Yeah, the worst thing is you gotta go here. Like, sometimes you see players, they're so afraid of making that mistake at the end of the game that they're trying to play safe on this, but I am trying to, just try to play a nice sweet stroke, stun the ball to the top left corner.
Oh,
just like that. Wow.
Beautifully done. Terrific shot. Stayed still, drilled it in. This to double the lead, and he's been at least 2 racks up, Tim, in every single set, hasn't he? And he's been 3-1 up on both occasions in both sets. This
Well,
time,
definitely,
no mistake.
it definitely seems like he starts matches or sets really well. It just, at some point, it kind of dips for just a little bit, where he makes 1 or 2 mistakes. That's where Nico came back a couple times, but let's see if that happens in this deciding set. 2-0.
I wonder how Mum is feeling now. Both mums. I mean, I don't know if Lazzy's mum is there, but we know that Nico's is there. She's been going through it. I'm sure Lazzy's mum is as well, wherever she might be. Well, it's been a good final. It's been just as you'd expect it to be, Tim, I think, between 2 young guys trying to make their way in the world of professional pool. Huge chance for both of these guys. There's $16,000 added to this tournament by Predator. Not sure of the actual payouts, but that's the money added.
Now then, similar like before, making a ball on the break, has shape on the 1, does have an open layout. Oh, Nico thought it was a dry break. The 8 ball did go in the side. Does have a chance here to play himself into the hill and guaranteeing himself a shootout or the win, of course. Could play for a 2-7 combination into the short rail and back out. Could also try to play the 2 ball to the bottom right corner in this view. Just stun left. Make sure you stay away from that 10 ball. It's going forward. 3 rails possibly for... A little bit more cut on the combination.
You just get the feeling any shot is missable at this stage of a final. It's not dead set, is it? Oh, a little bump on the 4. It hasn't ruined the position though. He's okay on the 2. Nothing to do with the cue ball for the 3. 4 looks good, Tim. 5 and 6. He's pretty good here, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. This is one of the best chances he's had to play himself on the hill so early in the set. Now I'm not trying to jinx him, so no commentator's curse, but let's see if he can get the job done. Most of it is linked, most of it is connected, so should not really have to do too much.
You don't want to leave yourself anything awkward now, do you? You want to keep that cue ball on the right side of the balls to make the next shot that much easier. Don't leave yourself distance. Oh, it's not ideal, I don't think. It's okay. Play it to the corner.
Yeah, nice clean shot there. Now 2 rails forward, try to get straight on the 9 for 2 stop shots.
Probably have to play the 9 and the 10 into the same pocket now, Tim, won't he? Just cue ball across the face of the 10. Well, what a great performance this is, because after that first set lost him, a few players might have crumbled. And I'm not just talking about juniors either. Great stuff from Les Martinez, the 18-year-old from Texas. It's a big state. This is a big stage. And a big opportunity to really make his mark in the world of pool. I've been impressed with everything I've seen from this young man. Okay, there's been a couple of hiccups, Tim, earlier on in this final, but overall, I think he really has looked the real deal.
Yeah, I agree, and also definitely for Nico, similar thing. Nico has been staying very calm. He's trying to fight his way through it, possibly not playing his best game. He's been missing a couple opportunities too. Just glad to see a close match here. Maybe not this set, but who knows what can still happen. Well, he'll have to wait for a bit. No ball on the break. Shot on the 1. Yeah, cut the break a little bit more. and instantly the one ball goes that tad lower.
This isn't over. Oh, he didn't want to catch that. He's left himself a little bit more awkward now on this 2-ball, Tim. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I don't think I was gonna try and get to the center of the table. It was difficult to maneuver the cue ball. I probably would have played for a bank in the side pocket. I think he's playing safe here. Oh, double kissed it.
Double kiss, yeah.
And he's left it on. This is a chance. Chance to close it out.
Oh, this is where you take a few deep breaths, compose yourself, and just focus 100% making the ball. Knowing he's going to be on the 3-ball, and then from there on, Tim, he should be okay, shouldn't he? Touchy little shot. Two balls down, 8 to go to be crowned the Predator American Junior Showdown Champion of 2025.
Well, this is a tricky one though. Difficult to hold the cue ball to send it to the center of the table. Have to stay away from the 8. Is he going 3 reels with the cue ball? No, he did float that.
It's gone
Did
wrong.
9 interfere? I think he might have ended up just okay. But with that high ball, that 9 ball came into play quite a bit. Oh, I don't... He's called the 4, so that means it, he might have to massé around it, yeah? Or is he going...
He's going round
one
first.
reel? Oh.
Oh, what a shot. What a
Oh,
shot.
look at the cue
There's the
ball.
cue ball. Get off the rail. Doesn't want it on the rail. Oh, he's going through it at the moment. All those emotions. 1 minute feeling elation. The next. Well, I don't know what he's feeling, but this is super nerve-wracking stuff here. But what an exciting, dramatic final we're seeing. Hard to pick a winner still. Yeah, didn't get hold of the cue ball. He's hooked himself again. There's more pool to be played in this final, guys.
Oh, he's called a 6 in the side. I feel he's going aggressive here as he feels like he should have been out already. Slight sign of losing his patience. Close,
Needs a
but
bit
that's
of
gonna
luck.
dress up.
Wow, that's not such a bad thing, is it?
I think Nico will still be able to make this in the corner and draw away from the scratch. Just soft. If you play soft, the pocket also plays a little bigger, so you can hit it thicker. Just closing out the set has been a little bit of a struggle we've seen during the whole match. 3 sets and 3 times he has had a winning chance and not running out.
Well, he's been first to the hill every single set, hasn't he? Lost the first
Yeah.
one, hill. Won the second one from 3-1 up, finally won it 4-2. And this one, 3-0 lead. Yeah, he doesn't like it, Tim, does he?
Well, he doesn't have to play it. He could bank the 7 ball 4 rails to the short rail where the 10 is laying and bring the cue ball near the 8. Oh, he's missed it. What is he gonna
Now, is
give
there going to be a
last?
carom? Oh, it's
Oh,
on, it's
wow.
on.
Well, I think the seven ball goes as well.
Yeah, the 7 does go, yeah. This is on. Oh dear, what a chance now. Can he fall across the finish line? Nico, hoping he can't. He'll be hoping he'll trip up. Now then, surely, this is the moment. This will be on all the highlight reels for next year, guys. When we do our little introductions, will we see Les Martinez holding the trophy aloft? And that young man has certainly played his part in this tournament this year. 2 pots away, a nice straight in 9, Tim. Hold the cue ball for the 10. And very wisely wiping the cue down. Big moment. Oh, fantastic. Get your cameras ready, guys. This is the moment that this young man, Les Martinez from Texas, wins the first ever Predator American Showdown. Congratulations, commiserations as well, obviously to Nico KONKEL. He played his part. He had a great tournament also, but it's that young man in your picture.
Congratulations, Laz. That was awesome.
The champion.
Please stay
Well
tuned
done
for just a
to
minute and
Les
we will have our
Martinez.
award
Thank you so
ceremony.
much to Tim de Ruyter. I'm Mark White. We'll be back very, very shortly with Josh Filler against Alex Paki-Lyon. See you soon, guys. Thank you so much for watching. It's ta-da for now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Predator Pro Billiard Series American Junior Showdown Award Ceremony. We are thrilled to have you here at the beautiful Rio Hotel and Convention Center in Las Vegas, Nevada, as part of the CSI International Expo. Tonight, we celebrate the extraordinary talent, dedication, and passion of the next generation of billiards champions. Before we begin presenting the awards, let's take a moment to recognize the incredible partners and sponsors who make the Pro Billiard Series possible. We extend our deepest gratitude to our valued sponsors and partners for their unwavering support. Kamui Brands, Yalin, Box Billiards, Ben Billiards, and Little Monster. A special thank you to our founding partners, Predator Group and Q Sports International, whose vision and dedication continue to elevate the sport. And of course, a huge shout out to the Predator Group for supplying world-class equipment that has been instrumental in this tournament. The Predator Apex Pro Pool Table, the Arcadia Performance Cloth, Arcos II balls, and the Predator Arena Billiard Lights. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to our dignitaries and congratulate our champion. Representing the Predator Group, please welcome Mr. Karim Belage. And representing the Pro Billiard Series, our event manager, Vincent Rochefort. And congratulations, your 2025 American Junior Showdown champion is Las Martinez.
Congratulations. Great job. And you made the last 32 in the Open, right? That was Gomez is a hard player to beat. Nico, congrats too. Not only as a Predator player, but how old are you again? 35? Somebody said, hey, Karim, are you going to play with them? I said, hell no, it's too embarrassing. I mean, I'd rather send Sophia Mass as a Predator player there. It was a fantastic event. I know that a lot of people wanted to win this. There's one winner. But being able to play here, being able to be selected to play in this showdown in front of millions of spectators on YouTube or on Billiard TV that are watching you guys is an achievement. You should be proud. You should feel special because your hard work of all this year paid off. You guys playing on watching you play this week was fun for us. It's inspiring. That's what we do. We come to work because we try to design products that are amazing, that help you win and play, and we love the challenge. What was inspiring this week is I've seen a bunch of kids, sorry I call you kids, but I'm twice or three times your age, I think. It's inspiring because I didn't hear anybody complain, which is, compared to certain professional players, you're doing way better. I've seen a lot of discipline. I've seen players who make mistake, go sit back down, reset, and go back to a table. Players who are athletes who are between 13 and 18 years old. I see people who are 30, 40, go to fancy schools and don't have the attitude that you have. That's inspiring to me. That tells me I need to be better at my job. Predator is not too bad as a brand, but you know, we can always improve. It was inspiring because I've seen a lot of spirit at the table, a lot of positive energy, focus. And finding that type of focus at your age is an achievement. I'm sure your parents helped you, your coaches, and the whole team you have around you. Now, the thing I like the most is seeing how people handle mistakes. Because what defines us, what I tell my children, is not what defines me as an example, is not my successes. It's my failures and how I handled every mistake I made. And how I pick myself back up, and I'm really relentless. And I'm fortunate I have an amazing team behind us. And thank you guys, great job. I have amazing athletes that challenge us, and I hope that you guys will keep on challenging us. And when I see you work hard, you make me want to work harder. You know, Predator is about innovation and inspiration. So, and that's something that works both ways. We inspire you to win. We create amazing product to help you win, but you challenge us to design, to engineer, to manufacture better products and create better events. When Vincent said, hey Karim, do you think we can create some space for the Showdown Junior? I said, you think it's feasible? Because this event is growing like crazy every year. He said, well, we can make it happen. We're going to have to cut a few other things. Well, Vincent, the Junior is the most important project that we have. And I'm really proud to be part of it. And don't listen to people who are going to say, oh, that's not feasible. Oh, stop playing pool, go play something else. Make sure you stay in school, though. And Predator was built. We're one of the most successful companies, from what people say, in the world. But again, we're built from mistakes, on how we handle those mistakes. We built an amazing team around how do we solve a problem called deflection? How do we inspire people outside the sport to play pool? And many people told me, you're not going to make this happen, Karim. It's impossible. You're not soccer, you're not football, you're not baseball. But you know what? There's more people around the world who play billiards, pool, snooker, carom, than football or baseball or soccer. So keep that in mind. And you guys are fantastic athletes. You have more than 300 million potential fans out there. We're going to work hard on building this event even bigger, developing the junior program, make it even bigger in the US, in Europe, in Asia, and keep on developing the World Championships. Again, thank you for trusting us. Thanks for coming. Thanks for the show. Thanks to the fan. And keep at it. Work hard. I'll work hard. Thank you very much.
That concludes our festivities for this afternoon. Join us tomorrow where we will see the para-sport athletes play here on Table 1. That's going to be an amazing afternoon. And tomorrow evening we have the Women's Challenge of Champions, Christina Tkach and Rubilin Ahmet. That is going to be my favorite of the day. And we also begin our Banks tournament tomorrow. Have a good evening. If we have any of our American Junior Showdown athletes still in the pavilion room, please come to Arena 1 and have some photos done. Savannah, Hayden, Sophia, Jazz, Aiden, Joey, Payne. Any of y'all in the building, come on down to Arena 1 and have some photos done. Thanks.